Fallout 4 has been out since November 2015 and was developed by Bethesda Game Studios. The original had been locked at 30 frames per second on console. However, it is 2024, and after the release of the Fallout TV show on April 10th, Fallout 4's Next Generation patch was released on April 25th. I plan to get all 51 trophies in Fallout 4 and thus the Platinum Trophy. According to PSNprofiles.com, it's considered to be a 3 out of 10 for difficulty, can be platinumed in one playthrough, and is achievable in 70 hours. This video will contain major plot spoilers, so to those who desire to play the game, you've been warned. Starting the game, we customise our character in somewhat typical Fallout fashion, and later we are found picking our stats and being shown some basic game mechanics. Soon after the news announcement, the bombs are dropped and we rush off towards the vaults.
Oh my god!
Here we are cryo-frozen and then unfrozen with our son being stolen by a mysterious figure. After an undetermined amount of time, we reawaken. Here we work our way through the vault, learning some more game mechanics to eventually be released into the wasteland for the bronze trophy. War never changes. The next trophy we get is by completing the mission When Freedom Calls. Here we stumble along to the Museum of Freedom and find Dogmeat along the way at Red Rocket, where raiders are attacking a group of people pinned down.
Up here! On the balcony! I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please!
Preston Garvey, the Minutemen, call for our raids, and we defeat the raiders, collect the fusion core and insert it into the power armor on the roof. More raiders show up and we flex our big gun moves, taking them all out until the Deathclaw shows up reaping havoc. After we tear them of a place known as Sanctuary and they flee there, making it their home.
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here...
Born Survivor was obtained by reaching level 5, which is pretty self-explanatory, no doubt. And once Preston Garvey settles down, he asks us to join the Minutemen for the next bronze trophy, the first step.
Okay. I'll do it.
Good. Good. Welcome aboard.
Once arriving at Diamond City, we meet Piper, a journalist trying to get access to the town.
Danny, I'm standing out in the open here for crying out loud.
And once he let inside, we go on the hunt for Nick Valentine. With Nick gone, his secretary mentions he went missing.
I'll find him.
Thank you.
So we search for him, leading us to Vault 114. Commonwealth Citizen is obtained along the way. We find him after going through a copious amount of triggermen.
But now ain't the time. Let's blow this joint. Then we'll talk.
And flee for Diamond City, stopped by Skinny Malone and Darla, Nick's original case before his kidnapping.
Don't you try to
I don't waste time and plow on ahead until we ascend to the surface. Here I'm awarded Unlikely Valentine, another bronze trophy for completing the main quest. Here is where we stumble upon that mysterious figure known as Kellogg from the start of the game, and after getting the key from the mayor's secretary, we explore his house and find a secret compartment. Nick has the brilliant idea of tracking him with Dogmeat, and thus we venture out of Diamond City following his trail. This leads us to Fort Hagen, where we make our way inside and eventually find Kellogg behind a security door in which he opens. Somewhat difficult fight, but we prevail as the intrepid vault dweller and obtain his cybernetic implant.
Oh, I'm ready. Question is, are you?
At this point, we're given the reunion trophy.
Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few few more steps.
The next story quest amongst many is fairly simple. Dangerous Minds is a branch trophy in which we venture to a place known as Good Neighbor and into the memory den to pry into the memories of Kellogg's through implanting them into Nick. We get some context for Kellogg and the factors that made him who he is, but most importantly we get a solid lead on the Institute. After the memory sequence is done, we are rewarded with the trophy Dangerous Minds.
And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Remove the implant while you were waking up.
We return to Diamond C to get a radiation suit from a shop I'd never knew existed and to go to the mysterious figure after dodging death claws and about 1 million rad scorpions. Once there, we speak to the scientist named Virgil.
Take it nice and slow.
He mentions we need to obtain a Courser's chip by following a Courser signal. And after another 1 million gunners bested, we kill the Courser. We've returned to Sanctuary to do a little homekeeping by crafting beds, providing water, planting food and building defences. Here we complete the quest Sanctuary. After this point, after so many hours in, we pick our 50th lock, for which awards us our first silver trophy. What's yours is mine.
Nice.
Here we get community organizer for allying with 3 settlements via the Minutemen questline. And later the bronze trophy taking independence from helping the Minutemen reclaim their original base, known as the castle, killing the Milo Queen and several other ones. The real criminal part about this trophy was that killing all the eggs took way too damn long, man. Can't even tell you how long it took with a straight face.
Which reminds me, I've got another trouble spot for you to check out. I'll mark it on your map. Go find out what they need.
So more than 15 hours into the game, I had naturally discovered over 100 locations for the Silver Trophy Ranger Corps. This next one was pretty random, but I obtained it from being fatmanned by a group of random people in Clancy. Here I got touchdown. Mass hole is acquired from killing 300 people, pretty easily done. Progressing into the game's main story, I decided to do Nick's Valentine's questline, finding all the holotapes at various police stations throughout the wasteland and ultimately finding out that the big baddie was hiding in a vault somewhere in the subway station.
Fuck? Who the fuck are you?
A goal in which Nick gets his revenge from a case before his memories were planted into a synth. This garnered me the lovable trophy.
Yeah, that is if you're still interested in traveling together.
After that, we go back and finish the Minutemen questline by talking to Ronnie Saul and spending too much time trying to get through the blocked corridor. We get access to the armory, loot as a greedy goblin I am, and set up the artillery. And after, we return to Sanctuary, speak to Preston, and are rewarded old guns.
She's something else, isn't she?
Yeah, she definitely knows how to take charge.
Here we join the Brotherhood by doing Paladin Dance's quest to Waterjet Systems after happening upon him at the Cambridge police station. Investigating the building, we get ambushed and battle our way through dozens and dozens of synths, eventually finding the deep range transmitter. We return to the Cambridge police station and are asked to join the Brotherhood, giving us Senpai and Victor. At this point, we reach level 25 for Unstoppable Wanderer. And obtain animal control for killing 300 creatures. Despite having already done some of the railroad quests, we are given a proper mission to assist Deacon, authorised by Desdemona, the head of the railroad. Here we make our way to the old base after talking to a contact, and we brawl our way until we get access to the schematic hidden behind some hefty doors. This bit glitched on me, kinda bad actually, whereby Deacon didn't move, but after a quick search, reloading the game resolved it.
Excellent.
There's an elevator at the end of the hall.
should be a hell of a lot easier fighting the chrome domes on this side of the minefield.
Once returned to the Railroad HQ, we complete the quest and are given trade craft.
The location of our HQ is one of our most tightly guarded secrets, so be careful coming in or out.
After recruiting our 5th companion, Codsworth, we get Never Go It Alone for recruiting 5 separate companions. Back on the main story questline, the molecular level trophy is given after we return to Virgil, who draws up a plan to build a teleporter.
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
Here is where we get to choose of who to side with, the Brotherhood, the Railroad, or the Minutemen. Here is where I make a hard save for future reloading. Once teleported into the Institute, we are met by Father, who turns out to be Sean, which gives us the trophy institutionalized for joining them. On the terminal in the medical bay, I decide to play a cheeky game on a holotape for future retro. And here I build 100 workshop items for Fixer Upper. And many hours later, after the Battle of Bunker Hill, we meet with Father on the roof of the CIT building and join a meeting whereby he announces he's ill with aggressive cancer, making us the director of the Institute for the trophy Mankind-Redefined. After the quest for mass fusion and obtaining the nuclear material, we return and speak to Father, who gives us a message to broadcast to the Commonwealth. Here we go to Diamond City to enhance the microphone with a little minigame and return to the Institute reactor room, replacing the core into the reactor. Back in the meeting hall, we speak a little more and are rewarded with the Powering Up trophy. This quest is complicated, but to simplify things, we are required to travel to Libertalia for Synthetic Tension quest, the battle for Bunker Hill, which was done before, mass fusion and pinned, whereby we are sent to get T.S. Wallace in the previous trophy Powering Up. Once we tell Z-114 it will be complete, we get wind the Brotherhood will attack the railroad, and the trophy Underground Undercover is awarded after we won Desdemona. This is the ending questline for the railroad, in which we raid the Cambridge police station, board the Vertibird in order to place explosives on the Pridwin, thus detonating and defeating the Brotherhood of Steel. Once returned to the Railroad HQ and talked to Desdemona, we are awarded the Silver Trophy Rocket's Red Glare.
Thank you for keeping them and your...
Here we also get a nuclear option with the railroad. And complete the game by deciding the fate of the Commonwealth for the Prepared for the Future Gold trophy.
My whole life I've been holding my breath. Now I can breathe.
After a hard reload, I finished the Nuclear Family, the ending for the Institute questline.
Because I know war. War never changes.
Awarding me with a silver trophy. And after another hard reload, pushing on ahead, we decide to do the Brotherhood ending questline by first doing Blind Betrayal trophy. We are told to track down an AWOL Paladin Dance by Elder Maxim. We find him in a cave in hiding, and once we talk it out, Elder Maxim arrives, by which I convince him to let Dance live. A series of multiple quests end with us invading the Institute, destroying it with the Brotherhood's secret weapon, known in the previous games as Liberty Prime. Anyone who's played Fallout 3 would know this, as well as who the Elder Maxim really is, not to mention Dr. Lee.
See you later, alligator.
Need something, friend?
Hail.
Here we are given the Brotherhood's ending for Ad Victorium. So after all the faction quest lines were done, I collected 10 Vault Tech bobbleheads for They Are Not Dolls trophy.
There we go.
Here I completed 10 side quests for Gun for Hire, a silver trophy.
Anything else?
Don't go feeling all special because the Overseer let you in here.
And much later on, I obtained 20 Vault Tech bobbleheads for They Are Action Figures, silver trophy.
Nice.
Along the way, I've read 20 magazines for Prince Not Dead.
Yes.
That one worth reading?
And gathered 1,000 resources for crafting for the Scaver trophy. A quick tip for this one is to grab all your scrap from your workbench and then just dump it back in. Back in Diamond City, I get home run by running around the 4 baseball pitches for the home run trophy. Here I craft 50 weapon mods for a silver trophy, Armed and Dangerous. Wasteland DIY is a silver trophy for crafting 100 items.
Strong glad to be rid of him. Humans all look funny.
And the harder they fall is for killing 5 giant creatures, also including behemoths and Milet queens or kings, I guess. The mercenary trophy was a boar leg, plain and simple. This required me to complete 50 miscellaneous quests for the trophy. A hint for anyone attempting this for themselves, the Brotherhood Vertibird method I found to be the quickest. Perhaps the worst trophy in this entire game. While the others were merely grindy, this one felt like I needed to be a magician to make it happen. We were expected to reach maximum happiness in a large settlement. I built tons of workout equipment and introduced several cats for benevolent leader to pop. Here I hack 50 terminals for Robco's worst nightmare.
There we go.
I found using the terminal at the S Boston military checkpoint, sneaking past the patrolling guards and hacking the terminal, but it's important not to kill them, exit, teleport to the castle and then rinse and repeat. Reaching level 50 took longer than I had hoped. Here I basically did item duplication glitch by using the workshop and holding square and quickly pressing circle in order to glitch 2 menus, one to scrap and one to store. I did this for a while with copper, got the magazine which gave me the schematic to build the figures, and then built and deconstructed many hundreds of them until I got the silver trophy Legend of the Waste. Seconds after, I placed a bottle cap mine in the pocket of a merchant for Prankster's Return. And thus, this awarded me the Platinum Trophy. That does it for Fallout 4, one of my most beloved RPG franchises of all time. Though I must confess, not my all-time favourite Fallout game. With the April patch, the 60Hz is such an experience changer, man. From the groggy 30 to the buttersmooth 60, especially for those who are like rocking a HDMI 2.1 monitor or TV or whatever. This playing journey was pretty fun, although we're mostly quest related with nothing really standing out, I must admit. Then again, it was pretty much the same for Fallout 3 back in the day. However, as this is my first Bethesda Game Studio trophy for the channel, it's a welcome addition to the growing compendium of platinum trophies I've already acquired. But I would be remiss to not mention that at some point I do plan on doing the DLC. However, I've yet to even complete Skyrim properly, if I'm being totally honest. Yeah, I know, man, long overdue. Drop a like or a comment below and let me know how you found the Fallout 4 Platinum or your experience since the 60 FPS patch was released. I can't emphasize enough, but thank you all fellow watchers. But most importantly, I hope you found this enjoyable. However, I think I've rambled on long enough, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Z2 out. Have a good one, peeps.